not Borno.
How do we tackle the issue of Boko Haram and other allied threats now? The current governor of Borno State has been attacked twice. Um, one would have expected that his own security would be the greatest of any Borno citizen. More recently, just in the last couple of weeks of 2020, a number of rice farmers were beheaded. That was the report by
Yes.
Boko Haram.
Yes.
And before that, there had been other outrages, shall we say, both involving military and non-military personnel. So right now, in the case of the Borno part of it, before we come to the general one, how do you think we can tackle this?
Fine. One, if the goodwill is there, if I were to have the ears of the president, our dear president and commander-in-chief President Buhari, I will insist that the command system of the military be decentralized so that junior commanders could also give command in case of a threat. You should be able to do it. Number one, rather than waiting for them. Even the police they have their own way of neutralizing the enemy before, rather than waiting. Now the military of one is still colonial in the sense that British and so on did it for their own. They did not allow them to review the laws, and therefore the command, as long as the command is from top down, it will not work, because this is a special an emergency issue, and also it needs emergency solution to it, and therefore the command should step in from rather than just waiting for from the headquarters in Abuja to reach the field commanders. It is rather better for them to say the sector commander should be able to give instruction to the junior commanders in the field. Number one. Number two, insist that you have been having the budget and so on. Well, let us see the technology that you are using. Is it true that you can see the territory, Borno territory, all over Borno, Yobe, the territory, yet you cannot come together, the army and the air force cannot come together and do the same thing? When there is an air attack by the air force, there is no military attack from the ground troops, and the synergy has not been there. So I personally say that as chief CNC, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, I will be able to say, listen, you leave the command now, or if it is a law, I will write an executive order that the command structure be split, be brought up to the level of field commanders. Secondly, I would like to see results. If you are talking of this attack and so on, I would like to see results. And secondly, I will insist that every 1 week or every 2 weeks, I should be able to have results. Whatever report is submitted to the president should be able to have his own way of checking and cross-checking from the reports. And that it looks like there is no synergy between the agencies, security and defense agencies. They're as if it is a rivalry when they are actually working for this country and they signed to defend the people of this country and the territory. And as a president should be able to stamp his feet to say, do the work, I'm giving you 1-2 months maximum. If you don't finish off this thing, submit your resignation letter. There are many Nigerians outside who are will
video.